It's what our daily life revolves around: streaming, internet, phone. But in Canada's north, one company has a monopoly: telecoms provider Northwestel. In June, 60 North Unity, a consortium of Indigenous development corporations from across the north, announced it planned to buy Northwestel from Bell Media for up to $1 billion. Besides a press release, there's little public information about the transaction.
There are very few financial details and no details of what's exactly being purchased.
John Lawford of the Public Interest Advocacy Centre, or PIAC, says that's a problem.
It's kind of not like selling the candy store on the corner. It's a big deal. It's essential infrastructure for everybody.
After the deal was announced, the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, or CRTC, penned a letter to Bell and Northwestel asking for more information. Under the Telecommunications Act, parties can designate certain information as confidential if they explain why its disclosure wouldn't be in the public interest. And that's exactly what Bell did, only filing an abridged answer for the public record.
They claim that it's going to cause BCE, or the owner of Northwestel, specific direct commercial harm. Exactly what that consists of, I don't know, because we can't see the way the deal is structured.
Bell's reluctance to share financial information about the deal hasn't gone unnoticed. Last month, PIAC submitted a request to the CRTC for Bell to hand over financial information about the sale.
Well, I think that people who are reliant on Northwestel as their only provider or their main provider of telecommunications services deserve to know the full deal so they can decide whether it's a good thing, and they should have some say in it.
Smaller scale telecoms providers also want details of the sale and have written letters in support of PIAC's request.
Bell is using that position to give a company valuation and selling price of $1 billion for all three territories that have less than 200,000 people in all three territories. Like, come on, that's a far stretch.
If in fact this is a deal that, upon closer scrutiny, is really going to benefit Bell more than anybody, and on what terms is it going to benefit Bell more than anybody, that needs to be looked at.
Northwestel deferred comment to Bell Media, which said in a statement to APTN, as this information is highly sensitive, including commercial strategies, network configuration and planning, and financial projections, the public release of this information would be damaging to all parties involved. And it is routine for parties in the CRTC to keep this type of information confidential. Last month, Bell refiled its abridged answer to the CRTC, listing document names and headings, but a portion of the document remains redacted. Representatives for 60 North Unity did not respond to repeated requests for an interview. However, a spokesperson with the consortium shared a letter it sent to PIAC refuting its accusations, claiming this arm's-length commercial relationship with Bell is important in creating a stable revenue stream for Northwestel. It is not a special arrangement with Bell. And Northwestel has a strong history in the north, and we believe under Indigenous ownership we can enhance that legacy through targeted network, employment, and community initiatives and investments. Lawford says despite the lack of public information, the proposed deal has a lot of promise.
Hopeful it will be a good transition, but unless we get to ask questions, we can't make it the best deal possible.
The CRTC says it's working on PAC's request and will make a decision as soon as it can. Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Whitehorse.